Hi, my name is Flor Marti. I'm the producer for the live team on Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and I'm going to be talking to you about Deus Ex Mankind Divided Breach.
What is Mankind Divided Breach?
So it's a brand new game mode that will be offered day one along with Mankind Divided. It's a new take on the game's Deus Ex gameplay. It's an arcade puzzle shooter. That's how we like to describe it. And it's a connected experience. And basically, it takes the pillars of Deus Ex, so stealth, combat, hacking, and even the narrative, which is a big pillar of Deus Ex, and it twists it and gives you an opportunity to approach it in a different way.
Yeah, do talk about the narrative and what's going on and how it connects with the Mankind Divided game.
Yeah, so when you're playing Breach, you're not playing Adam Jansen. You are playing a Reaper. So Reapers are a group of hackers who are using a technology that was mainly designed to be a therapeutic technology at first, and it connects directly to your brain. It's a VR experience. And those hackers, they rewrote the operating system for that technology, and they use it to hack into corporate servers. And so in Breach, you're hacking the Palisade, which is like sort of the Fort Knox of corporate data. And so you go in there and you look for the secrets of those big corporations that are in the background of all the Deus Ex universe. And you uncover the secrets. And of course, since a lot of them are bad guys, you uncover conspiracies. And you will go through those conspiracies and find pieces of evidence. And then you will decide what you actually do with that evidence. And if you like show it to the world, and then you will see what it does in reality.
Now, just to clarify so people don't get confused, the game is not a VR experience.
No.
In the game, though, itself, your avatar is using VR to hack these systems.
Exactly. So the thing is, it's those Reapers, instead of hacking using lines of code, they hack shooting or stealthing their way into the Palisade. And so the AI takes the form of enemies, like drones, turrets, sentinels, and you fight them to make your way to the data that you steal. And then you escape the servers with that data, and then you sell it for money, or you piece together the evidences for those conspiracies.
Now, the game looks very deep. As I've seen, you can play the way you want. You can unlock different weapons, different abilities, and you can play the same level 100 different ways, depending on how you want to do it.
Yeah, totally. So that's one also of the core pillars of a Deus Ex game. It's that you can play it however you want. And the multi-approach is something that is very important for us in Breach. And so you can play and replay one level in a ton of different ways, and depending on the weapons you're going to choose to come to get with you inside the level, or depending on the augmentations that you're going to choose to equip, is going to play out in totally different ways. And also so it's a competitive game. We have leaderboards, but we have two kinds of leaderboards. We have the score leaderboards and the time leaderboards. And if you want to be first on both, well, there's a good chance you have to play the maps in two different ways, because there is a way to get the best score, and there's a totally different way to get the best time.
There's also a challenge mode where you can have your friends challenge to beat the level you just did, and if they fail, you get rewarded.
Yeah, exactly. So if you think you did a really, really good job at beating a level, you can send that challenge to your friend and say, hey, I bet you're never going to beat my score. And if they fail, you get an extra reward. But if they beat you, they get an extra reward.
So talk about the design of the game, because the look and the art style of the game, because it's very unique. It still fits the DSX universe, but it also has its own unique feel to it too.
Yeah, so it was very important to us to have that kind of VR simplistic aspect to it, but still to have a very strong personality. And the thing is, there's a common art direction to Breach, but each of the server that you will infiltrate, who belongs to different corporations, has its own personality. So at launch, we're going to have 3 different corporations, Steiner Beasley, VersaLife, and Tarva Security. And all those corporations in the real world of Deus Ex do completely different things. And the art style is a reflection of the personality of those corporations. So for instance, VersaLife, which is a corporation that deals in bioengineering and deals with the living thing, well, the levels are going to have that greenish organic aspect, foggy and everything, and they are going to be very vertical. While Steiner Beasley, which is a corporation who manufactures weapons, is going to be those more like German lines, very straight and very wide open, a lot of angles, and the feeling to it is like you're walking inside a foundry. So it's very orange, and there's like lava coming out of the walls and things like that.
Now, aside from Deus Ex, did you guys pull from movies? Because when I saw that game, I'm thinking Johnny Mnemonic, I'm thinking Lawnmower Man, I'm thinking The Matrix. Did you guys use any of that stuff as inspiration when designing it?
Not per se, but of course, I think it's part of our culture. I mean, so it's probably part of how we came up with all of these things, and also some games, I must say, have inspired us.
So when does Breach come out, and what platforms will it be on?
So Bridge will come out at the same time as Mankind Divided, so on the 23rd of August, and it's going to be on the same platform, so on PS4, on Xbox One, and on PC. And so it will be there day one, and then for the months after, we're going to ship regularly some new content for free, adding new corporations, new features, new augmentations, new weapons, and everything.